Hello everybody. Today I'm going to talk to you about Ronde Jambe and give you a few anatomical tips to help you with your technique and with your anatomy. Okay, so if you could please put yourself in first position, give me 4 Ronde Jambe on the yours. 5, 6, 7, 8 and go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Finish. Thank you. Thank you. So what we see here with our student is that she's trying to achieve the Ronde Jambe with her technique and her strength. But what's happening, the balance is slightly more towards strength. So I am going to now try to correct that, which I hope will give you a few tips as a teacher or as a dancer. So the best thing, if you could just put yourself in this position, with a little releve. That's right. Now if you could just turn the leg in and out slowly, keep going. I'm going to ask her to work the supporting leg, and where the leotard line is, try to separate the leg. Okay, thank you very much. So relax. So there is an isolation that this leg becomes slightly freer. Then I'm going to ask the student to work in 2 colors. If you just put your leg tendu derrière. So when you come through first, work here, plant the foot in the floor, and then continue. Now release the Ronde Jambe. Release, release, and work. And work, and go, and release. Exactly. So what's happening is, thank you, I've given her 2 tips. One is to isolate the leg, and the second is to work the first, so you're working the right muscles, and then release. So the function of Ronde Jambe is there, which is also to warm up and release the hip. So if you could do that again for me, 4 on the oar, 5, 6, 7, 8, and work, release, work, release, work, release, work, release. Thank you. So, thank you very much. So already we start to see an improvement. There is less movement in the top of the body because of the isolation. There is more logical, chronological working of the leg, which will give her two advantages, which is release and strength. Okay. So dancers, dance teachers, thank God we're all built differently. Some of us have hyperextension, some of us not. So I want to cover the whole field. So with hyperextension of the foot or not, you can work intelligently. You have 32 muscles and 27 bones just in one foot, and they all move. Yeah? So if I ask my student to go to front, using the floor, relaxing the toes here, and then slowly opening the toes, which will flick the foot round in Ronde Jambe. So she comes down, she puts the foot flat on the floor. There should be a moment where it should be relaxed because the gluteals are working and the adductors, so she's nice and relaxed. That feeling continues. You continue with that, and then you flick round. Relax. Flick around, thank you. So what happens, thank you very much. So what happens here is, we have 2 different colors, which makes it very musical. We have 2 different colors, it makes it very anatomically and technically correct. And the most important thing is that the viewer, the public, will see the difference. So we just try that again, and Ronde Jambe, using all the muscles, and flick ronde. Extending generously, flick ronde. Extending, flick round in first position. Always plant the foot back on the floor, dancers. Break up the foot. As I said, you have 32 muscles and 27 bones. Okay, so 3, isolation. 2 colors, working the floor, releasing. 3rd tip, to open the toes, so you use the toes, so that gives a nice sensitivity and working the intrinsic muscles. And then I'm going to ask you to turn the tone down in the working. Try to feel it. Let the ballet do it for you. At the moment, you're working your muscles at 100%. Just turn that down, turn the volume down, try that, and give me those 4 corrections. 7, 8, yes, and soft, and soft, and soft, and soft. Thank you very much. So already I see a big difference. I hope you feel the same. So exactly the same to the back. Isolation, working through the first, coming back, opening the toes and releasing. That's it. Be generous with the release. Not so much work. Release, separation, release, release. Ah, that one. And thank you very much. So what happens? The beauty of ballet, this is why I still get excited about it, is how intelligent it is. You have the chance to strengthen, you have the chance to release, you have the chance to play with the musicality, and you have the chance to be artistic. And if you play with all those 4, it becomes very clear for the public. So now, give me the different colors, give me the different release, and give me the separation. 4 ronde jambe en dehors. 5, 6, 7, 8, and soft, and soft, and soft, and soft, and soft. Thank you very much, Bob. I'm just going to give the dancer one more tip. If you can just give me your leg to the side, that's right. Finish it here. You start here, and then you go. Take it. Be generous. Don't block it here, and go through. And off, and off. Keeping this side up, right, okay, thank you. So I'm going to take that a step further now. Our student, her metatarsal is a little bit stiff, which is normal. It's not the only one. We're all built differently, thank God. And I'm going to try to help her improve the mobility in her foot, okay? So I would ask you dancers, if when you are pondering to the front, release that, really literally feel all the toes on the floor and then throw the energy away. Yes, very nice, exactly, thank you, thank you. So again, we're all built differently. Some of us have wonderful arches, some of us a little bit less, but you can and you should all work with that as honestly as possible. So just be very aware of that. I hope these tips helped you. Thank you very much.